Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a good post moon eclipse, full moon eclipse. It was pretty intense. I feel like today, especially, um, it felt as though a cord was pulled out and energy just all flushed from my system. I got actually physically dizzy and wonky for a while, and especially in the middle of the day. So that's part of the reason why I'm recording. I feel like a lot of people are going to be going through some intense energy shifts, releases, and things like that. So I was really drawn to talk about some things like that today, and I asked Spirit what the topic of tonight's reading would be, and I got the Ten of Cups, and with the world underneath. So some major cycle, and I did peek some of under there. Major cycle ending, and it feels as though something really beautiful is actually coming in. So let's see what that is, because if something is emptied, that means that there's space for something new to fill its spot. With with the Ten of Cups, I'd say it's filling up with a lot of beautiful energy, a lot of love, a lot of growth, a lot of expansion, possibly a new cycle as far as familial endeavors. Like if you're trying to expand your family, or even step into a new phase of the family that you're already in. Say you're dating and you want to take it to the next level, or getting engaged, getting married, having a baby, getting a house, joining bank accounts, things like that. It feels like some sort of major cycle just just closed out. We know that with those eclipses, and something really, really powerful is coming in with this Ten of Cups here. So let's see what we get. This one did want to come out like that, and then we got this. Nice. Okay, so Ten of Pentacles under the deck, and yeah, so it's really, really focusing on this family aspect. So for the majority of you, it's going to be either that you're taking things to the next level in your relationship, your family unit. Something big is happening there, something that's going to actually open up a whole new opportunity or avenue that you probably didn't see before. We got the Four of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune that wanted to come out together. So something about the fact that you've been doing the work, really allowing yourself to recuperate, rest, rejuvenate, breathe, relax, slow down. That actually is what's turning this in the new direction. And then we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. This one actually came earlier in the pre-shuffle, so it's very important. Some big opportunity is coming in that's going to allow growth and a new cycle, or a new cycle to start in the family space or the home space. It feels like most likely to do with this feeling here, moving away from that with that world there. It feels like that's what closed out, because most likely that was a big issue in the past. So it feels like a lot of you are either moving into a new home, getting some sort of creative inspiration that allows you to expand in an idea or something that's allowing you to, again, look at some sort of new opportunity that's coming in, and that is going to initiate this new cycle, because 10. So something closing out and something starting. Very, very awesome, especially with the eclipses. So actually, I was going to use this one, but I think I'm actually going to continue with this deck. Get a little more information on what this opportunity is. I'm seeing in both of these cards, these cats here, and not so much that the cat itself is the messenger, but it feels like the cat is like a messenger of something. So whether that be a specific symbolism for you, cats being like a joy thing, or anything that could have some sort of significant symbolism for you. But it feels like they want to give me a message, something that will help me open up the avenue for this pentacle to arrive. Like something coming in creatively that I can express on or open up to create. And then that thing then opens up the door for um, pentacles to come in, money or something like that. So it could be that an idea is coming in that is so good that you put it out there and you just start getting return on it like gangbusters, right? As I shuffle judgment underneath. So it feels like, yes, that's the jazz. That's the jive. That's the jive we got going on. Okay, let's get some more. The moon, Three of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Again, another ace. We got lots of aces. Lots of aces, and that's amazing. The Nine of Wands underneath. Okay. That feels like it's not, that usually doesn't feel as bad as it does to me, so that's good. I moved the Ace of Wands to show it like more up close so you can see it, because this one never really feels that bad to me. It feels like, while it feels like tiptoeing, like, I feel scared to move, but I'm still moving, because it is a buck, and deers they're skittish like that, so it's like, that's the energy that's coming through, that's like you're moving through the trees and you can see through the trees, so it's not as scary as it seems, because there's nothing, like the trees aren't thick or obscuring anything, which could have been why you were feeling this sort of way before with that moon there. A lot of things were hidden. It's scary when things are not like in our faces, you know? And the reason I was laughing before is because when I went to go show you that Nine of Wands, the last ace decided to show itself right there. So we've literally got every ace shown up here. So with what we have, that just came out, the moon, Three of Swords, Ace of Swords. What that tells me is this cycle that closed out, this idea that's coming through is really, really taking you above the vantage point. It's changing the perspective so that you can see it with more clarity. Another cat there in that Ace of Swords too. So that symbolism continuing with that like messenger. Cats could be seriously significant in this situation. But with that moon, it feels like something that was hidden has finally been revealed and is allowing to free up that space. Free up the space that once was being overtaken by things that were negative. Let's just leave it at that, because it is something that already closed out. We see that. We see that the cycle closed, especially with the eclipse moon, the full moon eclipse, and with all the eclipses that are, well, I think it's actually just the one now at the end of the month. These cycles are closing something huge. Any remnants of that, which is probably why these two are showing up still, the Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands, is most likely going to be eclipsed out once all that stuff is sorted, so into next month. But it looks like this month, September, is really about unlocking the different things by way of creative expression, and through continuing with the pause, pausing when necessary, and knowing when that time is, to keep the wheel turning in the correct direction. It feels like now you finally hit that sweet spot where it's like the wheel is turning at a nice steady pace, Opportunities are able to come in, the flow is started, right? And it's because um, of allowing to take time when you need to take time, allowing to create when you want to, when you feel the desire to create, to move when you want to move, to not move when you want to move. And it feels like that is what has cleared away this dense energy that was sitting in the heart or in the back, because that's where this one is pointing. It's like right up in this upper heart chakra area, which if you're interested in any of that sort of stuff, I actually did a lot of chakra movement meditations and stuff like that this past day and a half because of the eclipses. So that could be a practice that you take into the next couple of days to help clear out any more energies that are still lingering. But working with especially the back area of your heart chakra, people don't realize, yes, chakras, they flow, right? They just flow through your body, but there's a back and a forth, a front and a back. And working on the things that are on the back actually can help release things that are from the past and help to move forward. Think front, blocks that are happening now, back, things that are blocking from the past or keeping you, right? Like cords. Imagine you have a cord on the back of your heart chakra and somebody, I'm grabbing it, right? And you try to walk away from me. There's only so far you can get until the cord snaps and you come, either you stop working your tracks or you come snapping back at me. So it's really about looking at the body as a whole dynamic functioning thing and working with that to release all the rest of this and still moving through the trees, knowing that the path forward is clear. You have all the aces here, so the path forward is clear. We see that, especially with that Ace of Swords. We see that the labyrinths representing that kind of leisurely walk to the center of clarity, into clarity. You always see the center of the labyrinth. So it's not a challenge, it's not a maze. You're not trying to find your way, you know the way. That's why the trees are so sparse, right? It's having the goal, seeing the goal, setting it, and then focusing on it until you get there, but not running to it. The labyrinth is about pacing, unwinding, moving at a steady pace. Labyrinths are very much Four of Swords kind of energy. I'm just slowly taking my time, and eventually I come to the center where I've always known the clarity was, but there's things that I pick up on the way. I'm going to finally pull up my Tarot Issue deck, see if there's any more messages with the tarot that can come through, and then I'm going to use one of my Oracle decks and see if there's any sort of like final message that wants to come through there too. Four of Swords again. Right. Nice. Yeah, whatever's coming in is like strong. There's the Ace of Pentacles again, Maker Earth, the Maker. So something big is coming in, and its spirit is stressing this sort of energy. Allow yourself to really take your time. It's going to be heavy energies moving. Like I said earlier, I literally felt like I was going to pass out. I was out with my family, and I had to go back to the car to sit down because I felt like someone unplugged something inside of me and a flush happened. And I was literally like, whoa, I need to sit and regather. So it feels like some serious things are moving out. the Five of Swords, and the Devil. So it's Spirit is really wanting to stress that we can't have these things come in unless we really allow ourselves to remove these things from our system, right? That flush that I felt, and most of you have probably physically felt, if you're here on this journey, co-creating with me here, you probably felt some sort of physical sensations, especially today, and it'll surely dissipate over the time of the eclipses. Excuse me, but that is, it's really calling attention to what is phasing out, and really focus on what's phasing out, and clearing that space so that something can come in. Because these things are only going to, the things that are causing this stuff, this energy, Three of Swords, all this energy is still there. That's why we're getting it in the mix. But it's on its way to not being there. And it's like just that extra push you need. And it's not so much of a I need to do something. It's actually the opposite. It's asking you to do less. Take your time, breathe, get clear on your desires, get really clear on what that center point is, what you want to bring in, what you want to create, what you want to start creating. Because right now there's like a massive portal open to create anything and everything you want, which is actually something that I've been getting a lot as far as other readers, because I love tarot. I get my own readings from other people. I don't like to read for myself, so I get from some very trusted readers. And it feels like, and it seems like through what I'm experiencing, that it's a portal is open to allow these great things to come in. And it's also asking that for great things to come in, great things need to come out. Big holes are being filled, right? Like the empty holes that were here to create these feelings, the things that we were doing and saying and thinking and creating before weren't feeding, they were making the holes, they were creating emptiness, lack, love loss, or just loss in general, feeling of loss, feeling of hopelessness and doubt and fear and sadness, being afraid. And now is that chance, like, we know what to do at this point to remove those things finally, or we most likely already have removed those things with the world here, or on the path of removing them. Say you stopped something, eating something, ingesting a substance, or whatever being around a certain person, going to a job or that you don't dislike, or fill in the blank in your story. It does feel like it's got to do with family based, so something that maybe was interfering with that, causing strife within the family unit, possibly even within a personal connection, lover connection, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever situation you identify with. It's saying that thing that was no longer working is very obvious. He's pointing at us. It's very obvious, and now it's like the temptation to do it, now that the emptiness is there, will most likely try to ramp up. Because when we try to run away, say again with that heart chakra reference, where I have your cord, and your cord is stuck on the back of your heart chakra, and I have it, and I'm this energy, right? I'm gonna try to pull you back, and until you cut that cord and stop me from having access to pull you back into a situation, that situation will persist. So it feels as though this time, this rejuvenation, this restoration, this eclipsing out of things to make space for this newness to come through is a battle of wits and a battle of integrity. I'm going to use my Ganesha, Whispers of Lord Ganesha. Ganesha wants to give us Revelation 15 and Enlightenment 27. So another indication that some sort of download is going to be coming in through that crown chakra, which means we need that portal to clear, or else it'll get stuck somewhere in our system. And we'll just doubt it, fear it, push it away, and it won't be able to manifest. So let's see, Revelation. Let's make sure I can see. Get ready for key changes in your external and internal worlds. Absolutely. All these aces literally said that exact thing. You have come to the end of a cycle, and it's time for you to create something new. I'm not going to say that I told you so, but I told you so. Just kidding. Through this card, Ganesha indicates that it is time to break down some of the structures that you have created in the world. This has the potential to feel painful and challenging if you resist the process. Probably why I felt very faint earlier. Resistance to change. You will develop, this revelation comes to you may relate to your ego and your illusion of separateness from others. You will develop a new perspective on things, and your revelation will help you grow stronger, wiser, and more composed. You might encounter some challenges along the way, but these are necessary for your spiritual growth and enlightenment. Honesty will bring about a positive change, even if you experience some pain and anxiety throughout the process, which is why that Nine of Wands showed up, the Five of Cups. I hope I said 5 of Cups earlier, not 5 of Swords, but 5 of Cups as well. When you begin to reach for your goal, you will come to realize that your true security and strength lies within yourself and your relationship with the universe, and not in some false belief system or artificially created world. Be willing to reveal your truth to those around you. Haha, nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that literally just emphasizes what I've already been saying. There's a huge opportunity with all these, literally every single ace from the one deck showing up, the Ace of Pentacles showing up in the other deck. There's something huge coming in. It's going to bring you to a new level in your happiness and in your abundance, as far as the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups showing up, the world showing up, showing that it's a close of a huge cycle. And it's saying that the challenges from now until most likely that other eclipse, which makes sense, it deserves a clear channel. So anything that you can do, rest, relax, the Four of Swords showing up twice, take the time to really empty and then fill with things that are going to bring you to a space where you're like balanced and you just feel, like with the energy that you need. You're going to need things that are going to give you energy and sustenance. And with so much purple, maybe even ingesting things that are purple carrots, purple cabbage. Enlightenment coming through. I'm going to read that one. Connect to your true source to manifest your desires. The color purple is associated with being art, creativity, and spirituality. Again, with that Ace of Wands, as I said earlier, something that the wheel is turning. It's going to start making your gears turn so you can create more things to create the abundance, because we have to create our own abundance, right? The message comes in, say it be whatever projects, art thing, a business, a child, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're trying to create, it comes in, you create it, you put it out into the world, then the world reciprocates, right? And so on and so forth. And it says, it's art, creativity, and spirituality. It is considered a color of honor, courage, and is sometimes associated with royalty. Ganesha is sharing the purple hue to assist you with your spiritual journey inside yourself. By connecting with him and this energy, you will be redirected back to your true enlightened nature. Your crown chakra is the purple chakra that is connected to your well-being in mind, body, and spirit in this life and beyond. All energy blocks keep you from connecting to your true source. Set a clear goal and of how you would like to connect with your higher self. You may choose to be a healer or to practice a specific modality such as Reiki. You may simply choose to meditate. Everyone has a psychic ability and a connection to the divine. Open yourself up consciously to opportunities that will help you reach your goal. To really enjoy living life on Earth, the more you can do to release the limiting programs and emotional patterns, the more quickly and easily you will manifest your desires. You can create your life as you intended. Choose to live life fully and achieve real enlightenment where all things are possible. And that feels like a good place to close it, because it feels like that is a beautiful thing that we need right now. Again, it's with that whole, like, we are the ones creating our lives. And knowing that we have the accountability for everything that either does or doesn't happen for us, gives us a lot of power, because it allows us to create something different. We can pivot. If something simply isn't working, shut it down and restart, like a computer. Something isn't working on a computer, they always say, just turn it off and turn it back on. And it feels like that's relevant right now, like a full reset, that hard reset, like shut your programming down completely, reset to where you've always known you needed to be, and then move from there, or move from silence, move from nothingness, empty completely. Depends on your situation. You'll be able to feel into where you're at, as far as needing to release things, right? Because we have that needing to release still. But it feels like you very much have the things in focus that you need to, and it's just a matter of releasing all of the things that are still trying to cling on to you and hold your cords and pull you back into things that you know don't need to be there anymore. All right. Yeah. I actually am gonna get this just one. Hope, daffodil, number 38. I believe that is Taurus as well. Sign of Taurus right there. Pretty sure that's a symbol for Taurus. Daffodil. Garden as though you will live forever. Daffodil indicates a reprieve for those who need it, and time to renew faith, not only in life, but in those around you. Daffodil will lift optimism and hope, boost endurance while encouraging you to keep going. This is also a period of personal growth and spiritual awakening, and answers can be found within aspects of these. Listen to your inner voice. Do not become overwhelmed with negative self-talk. Yep, we definitely see that here with the Five of Cups and that Nine of Wands. Don't allow yourself to stop the momentum. Right now, there's so much momentum building and turning. So the best thing we could do is just breathe and roll with the pace of it, because it is going to quicken. Fertility, the keywords here is new beginnings, self-esteem, luck, fertility, and friendships. And that was the sign of Taurus, so it's in Earth. And the celestial body it corresponds to is Pluto. So again, it points to that deep, deep healing, deep transformation and healing. And this is beautiful because that means it's something huge. Like I'm talking, it could be something you've dealt with since childhood, even if you believe in the concept of reincarnation from past lives. Uh, Something huge is coming off of your energetic field to make way for the the transformation, the transformation of a lifetime. I'm calling it. I'm calling it right here, right now. You're about to go through the transformation of a lifetime. So take this time to truly give yourself as much space energetically as you need so that you have the clearest channel um, to hear, feel, sense the opportunities coming in so that you can move on them and just fucking just bring it in. Just keep bringing it in because we've got so much energy behind us to keep bringing this shit in. uh, so I hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next one.